Hi y'all, happy Wednesday. Welcome to my Wellness Wednesday Live. I'm gonna try to hop on here some Wednesdays to share some kind of a wellness topic with you. And tonight I wanted to share with you about green cleaning with essential oils. So this was a topic that some of my friends actually got started with essential oils, particularly to kind of clean up their cleaning supplies. For me, this was really kind of down the road as I started diving into natural wellness a little bit more. And I started learning about what our cleaners have in it and why they're not particularly super safe for us. So we know that in a lot of our cleaners, we have these warnings. A lot of us want to make sure that our kids are not around us when we're cleaning with those products. And come to find out, the more you kind of dig into it, there's a lot of information out there about how harmful a lot of those cleaners can be for our respiratory system. Hey Rachel, hope you're having a great day. For allergies, they can make that worse. A lot of them have endocrine disruptors in it. So as a breast cancer thriver, that was very important to me to get as many endocrine disruptors out that I could. And so the fact that some of the things I was using to clean with had endocrine disruptors in it was something I knew that I needed to change. And I didn't want to be irritating our respiratory systems the more I found out about what was in a lot of our products. And I started looking at other solutions. I already had some of these oils in my home, and so I started learning how to use them to clean with. And I found that they're super, super effective and super cost effective as well, and super simple. So if you have them in your house, it's really easy to just kind of whip something together. Hey Jill, hey Brooke, thanks for hopping on. Hope y'all are having a great night. So I want to show you just a couple simple swaps that we've made here, and a few things that you may consider having kind of in your natural cleaning closet. So these are things we use at our house all the time and work really well for us. So the first thing that I switched out was an all-purpose cleaner. So I used to have different things I would use in the kitchen and different things I would use in the bathroom, but now I keep a bottle like this, and I'll show you what I mix up in it, in the kitchen and in all the bathrooms, and I use it for everything. I use it to spray on our kitchen counters. I spray on the floor when we've got, someone spilled something. We spray the sink with it. I spray the windows with it and the mirrors with it. I use it in the bathroom, so bathroom counters, all around the toilet, and the tub, and I'll show something that I use for scrubbing the tub later. Anyways, this has replaced all of those other sprays that I used to use. And what I put in it is our On Guard concentrate. And On Guard is our protective blend. It is an essential oil blend that has a number of oils in there that are great for helping our immune system function well. So instead of killing off our good and bad bacteria, On Guard helps kind of give us a boost. So you're kind of getting a benefit as well when you are cleaning with these products. So this is a concentrate. You only use a tiny bit. So you use 2 tablespoons for a 24-ounce spray bottle. I happen to have a 16-ounce spray bottle in all of my bathrooms and in the kitchen. So I use about 1.5 tablespoons. And this is how easy it is. You literally, I don't always measure this. Sometimes I just pour it right in. But you'll take a tablespoon and put it right in there. And then after I have a tablespoon, I do another little squirt. And that's how much is in there, tiny, tiny bit. So this bottle, which I think is about $14 or so, can do, I think, 18 of these 16-ounce bottles. So for less than $1, I'm filling this up. Now you can just then add water to this, but I also like to boost it a little bit more, and I like to add either spearmint oil or peppermint oil because I love the smell of that. So when I'm spraying my counters, I like to have that scent as well. So I'm going to use spearmint oil today, and I just add about 10 drops to that. And it's not an exact science. You can add whatever you want, but you can use whatever scent you want. If you like floral scents, you can add a floral oil to that. And then you just fill it up with water. Simple, simple, simple. And our tap water is filtered, so I use our tap water, but you could also use distilled water if you don't have a filtered water. And that's it. You fill it up and shake it up and are ready to clean. And it works, as I said, really well. On Guard has been found to kill surface germs. In fact, there was a study done in a hospital lab where they actually put some bacteria, things that are prone to grow in hospitals and they have a hard time killing, on a surface, and they then took just On Guard, the On Guard oil itself, in some water and sprayed that on the surface, and they couldn't swab anything. Nothing would grow on top of that. None of the bad bacteria would grow. So On Guard is really powerful to clean with. So that's how simple the all-purpose cleaner is. A tablespoon and a half of the concentrate. I added a little bit extra essential oil. I use spearmint and water. Shake it up, and you've got an all-purpose spray that works really, really well. All right, another thing I want to show you is hand soap. So hand soap, if you've been watching at all, even the FDA is coming out with information about how antibacterial hand soap is not so great for us. And it's been said for a long time. Some people have poo-pooed that. And I used to think if I had an antibacterial, I was safer if I had that type of hand soap. But a lot of them also have triclosan in it. They have endocrine disruptors that are messing with our hormones. And we wash our hands all the time. So this is another simple swap that we did. And again, I have this in all my bathrooms, and it's super, super easy to do. So I have a foaming hand pump. I happen to have, has an On Guard sticker, but you can buy foaming hand pumps all over the place. I've got a little bit still left in there, but let me show you what I do with it. You're just gonna add, if you have Castile soap, and I like this Dr. Bronner's unscented Castile soap, and we'll talk a little bit about fragrance in a minute because I didn't jump into that, but you're gonna need some of that, and you're gonna need vegetable glycerin. And you just put about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of the Castile soap in there. So I fill it up to about like that. And then you're just going to drizzle in a drop of the vegetable glycerin. And then you're gonna add an essential oil. So I like to add our On Guard, again, our protective blend, because again, I wanna kill off the bad bacteria, but I don't wanna kill off the good bacteria in my body. And so this is really powerful for cleansing those hands. So I add about 10 drops, 10 to 15 drops in a foaming hand pump. And you can also add any other scent that you want. If you want, you want lavender, you can add that to it as well. Lavender is also really good for cleaning. So you can add any other essential oil, but we like to add our On Guard. And then you just fill the rest up with water. That's it. You shake it up, and your foaming pump will then, come out as a foam. All right, so super, super simple and super easy. So I like to keep this Castile soap around, and just makes it really easy to fill up. We don't have to run to the store for new hand soap. We also have a product, if you're not a DIY person, we do have an On Guard foaming hand soap that you can buy. This is meant to fill up 2 of these containers. But I actually cut it with a little bit of water, and I add a little more On Guard to it. So I fill it up about halfway, and then I put another 10 drops of On Guard oil in it and fill the rest with water. So then it gives me about 4 pumps. All right, so if you're not a DIY person, this is super simple and easy to use. So I mentioned fragrance. So synthetic fragrance, one of the troubles with a lot of our cleaning products is they do have fragrance in it. And the companies are not required to tell us what all is in their products. And so there's stuff in there that we don't even know about. But synthetic fragrance can be a big problem. One, it can create a lot of respiratory issues. And it also can often have endocrine disruptors in it. So I really try to look and avoid anything that has any synthetic fragrance in it. And so we've tried to replace that with natural things. So one of the things we used to use is like Febreze or Glade, air freshener, those sprays that you would spray, which we had it in the bathroom all the time because who wants a stinky bathroom, right? But we've replaced that just with a simple essential oil room spray. So I now use these little sprayers which spray just like that. They're just like a little Febreze sprayer, except it's made simply with water and an essential oil. And this one has, I'm trying to smell it now, I've got spearmint in this one. But you can add anything that you want. So if you like the smell of lemon, if you like the smell, again, of lavender, at holiday time, we put a holiday blend in it, so we have that scent. So again, we fill it with water. We put about 10 to 15 drops of oil in it, essential oil in it, and you just spray it. And when I'm sharing about these essential oils, I also want, I want to encourage you to be using doTERRA. So I'm only using doTERRA in my home because, again, I don't want any synthetics. So I have a few friends who say, well, I like to clean with oils, but I just go pick up what's at Walmart and I clean with that. But what you're getting there are synthetics. You're not getting a pure oil. And you want to know that your body absorbs everything that it touches. So when you're cleaning, you know, if you're scrubbing your tub or you're washing your counters, which you do how many times a day, you're absorbing that into whatever you're using, you're absorbing it into your body. So if you're using a synthetic chemical, a popular cleaning product, you're absorbing those chemicals into your body. If you're using an essential oil that is not pure, you're absorbing those synthetics into your body as well. So in our house, we just use doTERRA oils because they are the most potent and the most pure. And because they're so potent, you only need a little bit. All right. Another thing I want to show you is a soft scrub. So I'll be honest, I'm not the best cleaner in the world. My husband will attest to that. I often will do lazy girl cleaning if I can get away with it. And so I keep, this is one of the things you want for your natural cleaning closet, a big old thing of baking soda, which you can get at like Sam's Club or Costco. And I keep a mason jar of this in every bathroom. And then I keep a small jar of just plain white vinegar in every bathroom as well. And to scrub the tub, sometimes I simply take a scoop of the baking soda, sprinkle it all around the tub, and then I will take a couple essential oils. I like to use Melaleuca because it's antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial. And I also love to use, okay, got kids coming in leaving me messages. Did you make sure that it was not on the, on this, okay. Sorry guys. Then I also like to use lemon because lemon helps cut grease and grime, and it also is very, very cleansing, helps kill germs as well, and it smells amazing. So I will just then sprinkle baking soda in the tub, and I will put a couple drops of each of these oils in there. And then I'll take my vinegar and I'll just sprinkle that right on the baking soda. And if you've ever done elementary science, you know it will start bubbling up. And then I usually add a little bit of water and I just then scrub. And then I let it sit for a little bit and come back and wash it down. So that's my lazy girl's way to scrubbing the tub. But when I'm not being super lazy, sometimes I pre-mix up a soft scrub. And it simply uses baking soda. So in here I've got about a cup of baking soda. And then you can either add about a tablespoon or so of Castile soap, or I like to use our cleaning concentrate, and I just simply do that. I don't measure that. And then again, I use the Melaleuca and the lemon, and I put about, yeah, you can have that, about 10 drops of Melaleuca. And again, as I said, that's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, which we want in the bathroom, right? And about another 10 drops of lemon. And again, not an exact science. You get 8, you get 12, you're good. And then I add a little bit of vinegar, and you want to make sure you don't add too much or too fast because it will foam up and make a big mess on you. And you stir that up. And it smells so good, y'all. I had someone come in to start helping me clean every other week a little bit, just to get on top of some things better. And she was so happy the past 2 weeks when she's come that she got to use these things. She's used some essential oils before. Then I add a little bit of water as well. And the last time she left, she had one of her sons with her, and she's like, he always leaves houses. He's coughing, he's sneezing, he can't breathe. And she's like, he's leaving here feeling good. So that made me feel really good. Again, I add a little bit more water, and you just want to get kind of a paste, kind of like your soft scrub would be if you use a soft scrub. And this actually can keep, although I find if I make it up, I usually use it in all of my tubs, and then the toilet as well. And I'll go back and just add a little bit more water and a little bit more vinegar. If you're going to store it for a long time, you may just do the vinegar and add the water later. And that's it. You mix it up. That's about how the consistency you want it. Show you that. About like that. And you can just take a tablespoon and drop it in your toilet. You can just sprinkle it over your tub and scrub. I also really like to use the soft scrub on tile if you've got a white or a cream tile. So we had some cream tile that the grout was pretty nasty. And I used this, I thought, well, let's see what it does. And it helped whiten it and clean it really, really well. You just have to, if you do that, you have to make sure that you rinse it really well afterwards because of that baking soda. So you wanna store that in an airtight container and it will store for a while. But again, I usually mix it up and I end up using it all in all of the bathtubs and toilets. But again, super simple and works really, really well. So another thing that we've made that is super easy is a carpet freshener. So instead of using those carpet fresheners that you can buy on the shelf at the store that have a lot of gunk in them, I just fill a mason jar up with baking soda and then I put about 20 drops or so of lemon. So lemon helps to absorb odors as well. And then I put on the top of it, this is an old sprinkle top from a Parmesan cheese container. And then you just take that and sprinkle that on your carpets. If you're worried about it, it's never changed any color in mine, so you may try a little bit first, especially if you've got a darker carpet. But I just sprinkle this right on my carpet and I let it sit for about 10-15 minutes or so and then vacuum it up, and it helps get rid of any kind of odors. I've also done this on upholstery. So our couch, which our dog likes to jump on top of, and my teenage boys sit on, right, absorbs odors. And so I'll just sprinkle this on the cushion sometimes, let it sit for a little bit, and then just vacuum it up. So again, super easy. That just was using lemon oil and baking soda. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about is laundry detergent. So laundry is another area where we use a whole lot of chemicals. And sometimes we tend to think that the more it smells, then the cleaner it is, right? It gives off a clean smell. But that smell is really just those synthetic fragrances that are sticking to your clothes. And when you're wearing them all day long, right, they're on your skin, you're absorbing that. So we have switched, well, 3 of us in this house have switched. My husband still likes to use his handy dandy Tide. So, but the rest of us use our On Guard laundry detergent. This is it looks like a tiny bottle, right? But it's a concentrate. So I use 1 tablespoon in my HE washer. And then if I'm washing boy clothes or towels or something that is particularly smelly, I like to add Purify. Purify is an oil blend. It's our cleansing blend, and it helps get rid of any kind of smell. And if you leave your towels in for too long, this is a great oil to have on hand. You know, you leave your towels in overnight and they have that funky smell. And I just add this to the laundry detergent. So I'll put my laundry detergent in and put a couple drops right in with it. I had a friend who shared the other day that they went out of town and their cat used their daughter's bed with all of her wonderful toys, all her stuffed animals on top of it as a litter box. And they thought they were gonna have to throw them all out, but she washed them and she put Purify in with the wash. And I think she started her wash and then she put this in midway through. Anyways, they came out perfectly clean. She said they were all saved thanks to Purify. So it's great for any kind of smelly laundry. You also can put a little bit of lavender. So I like to add lavender to my towels. And the other thing we like to do with it is with lavender in our laundry is we have dryer balls. I don't think I brought them out here, but we just used, and I'll show maybe how to do those one day. They're just wool dryer balls, and I'll put just 4 or 5 drops of lavender oil on them and throw them in the dryer with our towels and our sheets or anything else I want to have that a nice kind of gentle scent. So it won't have a smell, really intense smell like you might be used to with your dryer sheets or your heavily scented laundry detergent. But it's a safe smell, and it's a way to boost your immunity and boost your health instead of deplete it by using those other, what we're used to using, our typical products. All right, so I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what you're gonna try, or if you have ways that you have cleaned up your cleaning supplies, ways that you're using green cleaning, then let me know. And I would love to learn from you as well. I did want to let you know too that I'm gonna post, I'll edit the caption for this, and I will post a link to a green cleaning ebook that you can download for free. And I'll also post a link to a green cleaning starter set. So for those who are not already using essential oils and want to get some into your home so you can start using them for cleaning this April, during this spring cleaning time. Then I'll post just kind of a set that I put together that has these products in it, these oils in it, and also it'll include a wholesale customer account for a year. And that just simply means you'll get 25% off of wholesale pricing. So when you run out of your lemon for cleaning, you can order another bottle at the same price that I get it at. All right, and what was the other thing I wanted to tell you? Oh, next Saturday, April 27th, I'm going to have a green cleaning workshop, and it's a make and take workshop. So there's a small fee with that because we're going to be making, I think, 4 cleaning products that you can take home. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I will share that information with you. All right, y'all, thanks for hopping on. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Be well.